This is Jazz with Jamie Jass.
Welcome to Jazz with Jamie Jass Hat. I'm your host, Jamie Jass Hat. Welcome back to my office/apartment. It's great to see all of you. Today, we're going to talk about mutes and how they can change your sound for the better. Now, some of y'all who don't play trumpets is like, what are these mutes you speaking of, James? Why you not speaking my language or something? Well, a mute is an object usually made of metal, sometimes made out of other materials, that trumpet players and trombone players, trumpet and trombone players use to change their timbre. Change their timbre, add a little bit of different texture, make it all nice and groovy. There's lots of different kind of mutes you can use, such as this guy, that other one. I think he goes by Chet.
That's actually a bucket.
Thing that you put in the toilet.
Tor Blaisdell.
Be quiet! And Harmon mute. Alright, so there's all different kinds of mutes for all different kinds of colors, but today I want to talk about two in specific, alright? The plunger mute and the Harmon mute. Let's get into it. I want to start off with the plunger mute. Now the plunger mute, as you can tell, is an actual plunger. Who would have thought? Now, a lot of companies actually make professional model plunger mutes. Personally, I say, don't waste your money. Go ahead, just head on over to the Lowe's or the Home Depot and just get yourself a nice plunger. So to properly use the plunger, you want to hold it in your left hand and make sure that if you want to get that closed sound, that you put it up to your bell, but you leave just a little bit of space open just so your sound can get out. It's going to sound a little like this. Now, when you open the plunger, it's really important to make it an exaggerated motion. That way, it's very clear the difference between the closed sound and the open sound. That's just going to add a lot more effect to whatever you're trying to play, whether it be a solo or a part in a big band or a combo. Next mute I want to talk about holds a very special place in jazz. The late, great Miles Davis loved using this mute whenever he was playing on his solos, and this is the Harmon mute. The Harmon mute has a hole in the bottom, unlike some of the other mutes that you might see, which allows all the air to have to go through that hole, giving it a nice, tinny sound. Now, as you can see, a lot of Harmon mutes have these stems. You're going to take the stem, you're just going to throw it away, alright? You don't really want the stem in jazz. You usually use that in like a concert band or orchestra, but in jazz we like to use stem out. So you want to do, before you put the Harmon mute in, so you want to make sure that you blow some air into your bell, just kind of like, that's just going to help the mute stay in place, and you can put it in, and you're going to twist it gently to the right. It is very versatile. You can use it on loud tunes. You can use it in soft solo sections. Now, you might feel a bit more resistance with this guy in, so you just got to make sure you use your air very precisely. If you use it right, you're going to resonate the mute. It's going to create a beautiful sound, a little something like this. So my last bit of advice when it comes to using mutes in jazz is you gotta try it. You never know if you're gonna like a sound unless you experiment with it. So play through some tunes, try adding some mutes. Who knows? Maybe you'll find something that you really like. And sometimes you realize that you never should have tried something at all. I hope you found this helpful. Please keep on trying, keep on making some sweet music, and until next time, I'm Jamie Jass Hat.